book, you have specific examples of how the government could do a better job using digital technology. For example, you'd like government at all levels to emulate what Yelp has done with restaurants and other...
I love competition. You know, I come from the private sector. I have 17 small businesses, about 1,000 employees, and I honestly say that not to impress, but to impress upon you a mindset of entrepreneurialism in the context of competition. I'm forced to be entrepreneurial. I'm forced to be adaptive and nimble and flexible in my rulemaking within my organization because of the nature of a competitive environment. In government, we're not. But what I argue for in this book is more openness and transparency, and that Yelp-like transparency creates an openness and engagement where the rating system, and I'm in the restaurant business, and when Yelp came along, it was disruptive. All of a sudden now we have citizen Yelpers, not just the expert critics. And all of a sudden we're getting hit on all different sides and supported on all different sides. And so as a consequence, we had to get better because we were naked. We're more transparent. We're living now in a glass neighborhood, in a world now increasingly where technology is opening up everything. And so taking that framework of engagement so that we can begin to rate our DMV services compared to your DMV services in your neighborhood, or rate the interaction at the Recreation and Parks Department with your interaction, we're able to compare and contrast and measure our efficacy in a way that I think will only elevate the quality of service.
Now, this is an eminently sensible idea. Are there any governments that are doing it?
So you're seeing these contours of change, websites now or app stores that are existing in cities large and small, including San Francisco and Boston and all throughout this country, where people can literally download services as you would download Angry Birds on your Android or iPhone platform. You're able to actually do things on crime mapping, transit mapping, other wonderfully quality services for government delivery for municipal service.
But the irony, it seems to me here, is that if this democratization of technology is going to happen, it's going to take leadership. So none of the things that you're talking about, for example, exist at a statewide level in California.
Boy, there's a clay layer in every respect of bureaucracy. I mean, we haven't been able to break this on the state level in any significant way. And that's why my book really argues if you're going to be bottom up, you might as well start at the bottom, and that's cities, where cities are truly laboratories of innovation, states laboratories of democracy.
Much closer to their citizens than state governments are.
Exactly. And you know this, proximity confers some legitimacy, and people tend to have a stronger relationship with the local electeds. They love or hate them. There's more emotion. But it's less ideological. I always said, as a former mayor, mayors make lousy ideologues and ideologues make terrible mayors. But you move up to the state level, state as large as California, it's tribal. It's the Democratic plan for this, the Republican plan for that. And there's more of a frame of tripping up the other side to win the news cycle. You've certainly seen that in Washington, D.C. And as a consequence, we're still building out big IT systems. We're still doing multi-year procurements. In a state of California, our DMV, our Department of Motor Vehicles, is on 40-year-old technology. The backbone of that system is literally 40 years. Our payroll system, same thing. And we've been patching together and iterating based on an old model, while the rest of the world is moving mobile, local, social, and of course into the cloud.